Hi, my name is Mindy and welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing a book review on a series by Shelley Shepard Gray. This is called The Charmed Amish Life because it's set in Charmed, Ohio. I'm sorry, there we go. Now, there are 4 in this series, and it revolves around a family that has 4 siblings. A tragedy happened a couple months, I guess, before this started. 3 months before this series started, and it's set around the family. Let me see. The Kissinger family, and they're Amish, obviously, and they own a lumber mill, and there was a terrible fire in the lumber mill 3 months before. The first book deals with Lucas Kissinger, who is the oldest son, and he takes over the lumber mill after his father died in the fire. So, and this sets up the whole thing, and of course there is a romance between Lucas. There's a romance for each one of these. But there's a romance for Lucas, and it's a typical Amish story, but it's very good, and it kept my attention very well. The second one has to do with Rebecca Kissinger, who is the second oldest, I guess. I think she is. And she always dreamed about being a teacher. Now, she had taken over part of the job of helping run the lumber mill, but in this book, she becomes a teacher to find out whether or not she likes it or not. And of course, there is a love story. There's a romance in this too. So, but it also kept my attention very well. And then the next one has to do with Amelia Kissinger. Now, she is the youngest of the Kissinger siblings, and she stays home and takes care of the farm and the house while everybody else is working at the lumber mill. So, this is about her older siblings not looking upon her as the baby of the family, as she's become a woman, and it also deals with, there's a romance in it. So, so this also was very good. And then the last one is at Christmas time. It's called An Amish Family Christmas, and it deals with Levi. Yes, Levi. Levi had taken, after the fire, he went away for a little while to Florida and worked in Florida. But then he came back, and he's working at the lumber mill, and there's a romance, and it deals with, there's a young widow that lives across the street from him and her daughter, and there's some things about that lady who, that's what this book deals about with Levi, and her name is Julia. So and there's a romance in this one too, but it's centers around Christmas time. So it's perfect to read. The whole series is a good series to read, and I would highly suggest it, highly recommend it if you like to read, if you like Amish books. They're very good. I don't really think there's anything unusual about them. They're pretty much what you read Amish stories, but there is some tension and some different things that happen that aren't really dealt with sometimes in Amish stories. And So it's a very good series, so I would highly recommend it. Thanks for stopping by.